Industry Program. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's distinguished guest speaker, Dr. R.B. Ayeswarya ma'am. Began her teaching journey in 2009 at Auxilium College, Vellore, and since 2010, she has been a dedicated faculty member in the Department of Commerce at Stella Mary's College, Chennai, where she currently serves as the Dean of Student Affairs. She holds dual postgraduate degrees, MCOM and MBA, cleared the UGC NET in Commerce, and earned her doctorate in Total Quality Management from the University of Madras in 2017. Her academic interests span across finance, human resource management, and total quality management, and she has contributed significantly through research papers, book chapters, and publications in Scopus, Web of Science, and UGC CARE journals. Dr. Ayeswarya has authored two books, Management Accounting and Business Research, both aligning with the Tansky syllabus. She has also guided numerous students' research projects, including those under Stella Mary's College SEED program, and continues to inspiring young minds through her intellectual rigor and mentorship. Beyond her teaching and research accomplishment, she has chaired several plenary sessions at national and international conferences and serves as a reviewer for the American Journal of Industrial and Business Management USA. Her excellence has been recognized with multiple awards, including the Young Faculty Excellence Award, Best Researcher Award, and the Young Woman Scientist Award from the Dr. Kalam Educational Trust, Chennai. Dr. Ayeswarya global exposure includes participation in the study abroad program offered by the Stella Mary's College in collaboration with the Litonia University, Texas, USA, which further enriched her academic and leadership outlook. We are truly privileged to have with us such an accomplishment and inspiring academic leader. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. R.B. Ayeswarya ma'am, our esteemed chief guest, whose presence today adds immense value to this occasion. Welcome you, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Thank you for your welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shall I start the session?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Good evening, all of you. So, happy to see you all in this FDP program titled Redefining Career Success in the Gen Z Era. So, I hope here not only the Gen Z era faculty will be present over here. When I see the messages, many of the academic fraternity from are present over here, and I hope so all of you all are from varied background and a varied age group. So over to my presentation. So my agenda for the day is as follows. Okay. So I'll be giving few inputs on what is meant by career success, the context, and then how to understand the Gen Z mindset, and then how does the success, the term, the keyword success and its priority has changed over the years. We now categorize it as traditional and then modern, and how the workplace ecosystem has changed according to the Gen Z requirement, or it is still in the changing phase. Then what accordingly is the career success metric for the Gen Z, how to redefine them. Then we as educators, many of all of us over here are only from academic or educational background. So what is our role in shaping this Gen Z individuals, and then the challenges and opportunities we face in molding them or in shaping them according to the organizational requirement, with few reflections, with few practical inputs. So this is my agenda for the day. So I'll just present my screen. Is it visible? Are you all able to see the full presentation?
Yes,
madam. Are you all able to see the full presentation? So what is actually meant by career success? So career success, can I get few inputs? Any one or two inputs? What is meant by career success? Can I get one or two responses before I could begin? Can I get one or two responses as to what is meant by career success? What is your perception of the faculty present in this meeting? Okay. So over to my presentation again. So, career success is something attaining growth in whatever the field that we have chosen. We ourselves will have a time frame, or we will be having a time frame of a decade back, or 5 years from now, or 3 years from now. How will my improvement be measured upon? How far I have reached, what is my personal goal I have kept on, and how I have reached along with commitment to my organization by the service that which I provide, or personal growth that which I have faced. That is actually called as career success. So from the time of joining, with the timeline, if I see how did I start and where am I, that is actually called as career success. So this actually has some quantitative as well as the qualitative metrics to measure. So the meaning of it keeps changing according to the generations that we face. So earlier, if you see, there was one set of group of people who preferred actually, working for one particular organization. They'll join on day one, and throughout their career, throughout their retirement, they will be on one particular phase of work, and there will be ups and downs, and they would have overcome that. So with their personal experiences, they will lead way for the others, and then they'll move up. That is what is called as career success for them, wherein they'll be serving for one organization. And slowly, the meaning of it is actually changing. Now how it has been actually changed in the sense, how do you, work for the organization? What is organization up to you, and how the organization sees you? So it is defined on the basis of the organization that which we work, what we contribute to the organization, how the organization is contributing us, vice versa. And then the measure, how are we taking our perception? As I told you just now, day one, I start my career. Where do I want to be? Whether I want to be on a fixed line of, job work that I'll have to do, or I might change the role according to the specifications, according to the technological trend. So that way, what is my self-perception? So that is actually called as what? Career success. So these earlier, if you see, it was actually something micro, on a micro level. Today, if you see, everything whatever we see is almost macro view. And when we change, we are not only change. We as an individual, we don't change. We make others to change, and then we embrace so many things around us. We'll have to go along with the people. We'll have to go along with the resources. So there is so much of cultural and then social shift that which will enhance our career. So when we attain all this, when we try to fulfill all these requirements, and when we try to attain this, that is actually called as what? Career success. So in between this, what is happening? There is so much of quantitative thing by way of the monetary benefits that which we get by way of promotions, incentives. Sometimes it might be qualitative also. So whatever it is, how we embrace and how we give it back to the organization in a given span of time, that is actually called as career success. So while the criteria of this is such that today's career starters or pioneers, how they do is that they prioritize on three things. So for them, the careers in the Gen Z era, the career success is such that they focus on three things. One is their personal growth, their personal fulfillment, along with contributing to the organization. They don't follow very rigid setup or very rigid structure to contribute to the organization. They work on their own way, but at the same time contributing to the organizational requirements. So their personal fulfillment, and then the work-life balance and adaptability. Adaptability today is actually seen as a very big challenge. It's actually a boon come what you call a bane. It's actually seen on two sides. So when an individual he or she is starting the career, when they focus on these three things, so that is actually called as the career success for them. Their personal fulfillment, work-life balance, and then the adaptability that which they are ready to take up. Along with these three, whatever the traditional metrics that are there is an added pathway for them. So if an individual, while remembering these three things and working forward and progress forward, that is actually called as career success. It is not only meant by, the monetary or metric or qualitative or the quantitative metric, but these three factors or these three, what you call elements, important elements will shape up the career success. Okay. So how it has been changed, I think many of the faculty, it's a faculty group are here. So it's a blended group actually. We have, I think so, people, the academicians who are here belongs to different age group. So let me just say how the shift in career success has happened over the decades. So if you see 50s and 70s, the stability, they will be, into one particular organization. They lifelong, they'll be serving for that organization. Their main priority was on job security, income, and then to lead a self-sustained life. Then what happened for them, the symbol of success is something, it will be a pride for them that, like, if they say that for 35 long years or 40 long years they had been in an organization, that will be a symbol of success for them. And it will be an organization which they work is like a home for them. So that is how it was. And if you see on 80s and 90s, slowly what happened, career success is seen as a priority, how much promotions I attain or how much salary hike that I face. For me, it is based on what the perks that which I get. That was career success. And slowly there came a stage that is 2000, balancing. Therein, it's only here the concept of work-life balance slowly started, cropping up. And today, later came a stage wherein 2010 and all, there was actually some purpose. It is not only all these three that which will make up your professional life. It's also the purpose, how meaningful you work. It is not only the work that is important for you, but whether you work in a meaningful way. You also should grow, and the organization also should grow. And what sort of autonomy that which you enjoy. So it is somewhat purpose driven. And today, if you see, the priority is on well-being, impact, and then the self-sustenance. The symbol of success for me, what it is, how much I am financially independent, while being, the long-term job, the ownership, the purposes that which I get, the work-life balance and all, is an adding element to me. But what is very much important for me, how much I have grown financially independent, along with, making my circle also comfortable. So that is actually today's the impact of career success. So what is the thing? So traditional career success, we just saw it began on somewhere around 1950s and 1970s. So these are all the characteristics that which was existing. So loyalty was there. Then objective measure, everywhere, if an employee is found doing good, whether by way of the hours of work that he put in, or the output that which he produces, accordingly the measures were given to him, be it in a tangible form or in an intangible form. And there was the validation that which was given to him. He was recognized as an employee working for so many number of years. Then slowly there was a progression in his career. It wasn't like these days, like how we have, I will be talking about the term lily pad thing. So what is meant by lily pad thing? If at all a person wants to climb the ladder, corporate ladder, means he will not be facing a step-by-step thing. Today's generation especially. But those days it wasn't that way. A linear progression. Slowly only they used to, step-by-step growth was there. Then slowly came the thing, the key developments that happened in the 70s to 90s. So it was something, everything was seen as a subjective concept. How it's not only the rewards that which I get, what is the satisfaction, the perks that which I get, the promotions that which I get gave me satisfaction. So slowly, because of this, what is happening, an employee could feel the psychological success within him. He's, as told to you, he's actually contributing to the organization, and he is also facing, the personal. Then today, what do we see? Actually, this is only very important for us. So today's career thing is such that we are redefining the work atmosphere, the work goal, everything. We are redefining according to the requirement. So how are we doing? Firstly, I'll have to talk about the features. You don't take anything to be subjective, but also you look on the objective perspective. That is, you try to combine both the traditional as well as the contemporary measures, contemporary factors. So on that way, what is the outcome of this? If you see well-being, employee well-being, and then growth, And then, as I told, financially independent, then the self-sustenance that which he achieves. So how is it possible? It is not completely they are moving on one corner of the scale. They make it balanced. Then the emphasis is on personal fulfillment. Like they want their job satisfaction. They want to be valued. Apart from the monetary benefits that they get, they want to be valued. How the organization is recognizing me. So that way, how am I valued? Then I told you adaptability is very, very important. The new generation employees, they want to acquire new skill. That is why if you see many jobs for that matter, they give on learning, they give on coaching, they send the employees to career enhancement programs, MOUs are there, partnerships are there, then work while you learn is there. So all these are the things that which will pave way for adaptability. So today's work era is focusing on this. Then because of this, what is a benefit that an employee will give? He will get a sustainable career. So what is meant by sustainable career? He might keep changing his role, but however role he is changing, he will fit into the organizational requirement. That is actually called a sustainable career. Then, today's redefinement is focusing on things like boundaryless work and then kaleidoscope careers. Kaleidoscope careers are, nothing but working or facing, willing to work on different notions and working to work with different departments, different roles, different responsibilities. So that is actually called as kaleidoscope careers, and then which make you boundaryless. You need not want to restrict yourself to one particular role. And by doing this, what is happening? The integration happens. So he could able to do his professional fulfillment, and he is also able to attain the personal responsibility, making it, well attainable way. The work-life integration is giving him a psychological, what he calls satisfaction for him to grow further and further. Yeah. So now as an educator, I'll come to this later. So far, we have seen, I have just spoken to you about how the trend has changed, how the individual's trend has changed. But, however changes might come, we need to understand the characteristics of individuals. So, especially when it comes to the workplace, understanding of the nature of the employee is very much important, because only then, if at all an employee is facing any difficulty, we will be able to be as a moral stand for him. And also, he will also get a sort of ethical, or he will also get a sort of bonding towards the organization which he is working. So, like how we hear so many what you call terms about Gen Z, which might be new for many of us. So, but still, we are on the need to understand the characteristics of Gen Z workers. So, I will come to this characteristics of workers, but I want to have a small activity with you all about what is the characteristics that you have understood about Gen Z. I will just share a link with you all. You can just do it, or you can scan the QR code of it, and then you can see what is your understanding about the characteristics of Gen Z people. Just a minute. Are you all able to see this QR code? Are you all able to see this QR code?
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Can you all answer to the responses there? You can download it and you can see the response. Shall I even make it as a link also? Shall I post it in the Google Meet also? Shall I do that? Are you all able to answer, give your responses? So I have put it in the chat box also. You can take maybe 1 or 2 minutes, okay? Okay. Okay, I'll go for the results. Okay. So majority of you have told they are tech savvy, and then the highest mark was 5 for the tech savvy. They all are tech savvy or digital natives. And they all are society conscious, okay. Then value diversity and inclusivity is coming high. Yeah. Then they prefer flexibility. Okay. They want to do things in the short span of time so that they could focus on advancing themselves. Of course, they have got entrepreneurial mindset. Then they are highly connected on social media. Yes, they are highly connected on social media, and they are society conscious. Of course, they are a well-being, and then they are independent. Yes, they want to be independent, and that is why they want to be. They want to explore on multiple things. Okay, thanks for that survey. So the points that which you have told, majority of the points that which you have told, is going to be discussed by us. Yeah. So they are digital natives. How they are digital natives in the sense they grow up with smartphones, and they have the social media access to it, and whatever they want, instant access to information is available to them easily. Whatever they want, easily it is available to them. So they are the digital life is a part of them. They don't want to see it as a separate thing. It's a part of them. Then they are tech savvy. Yes, if they want to advance their career or their career enhancement apps or their time management apps are there for them. Then if they want to learn any new courses or new work related apps means that is also possible for them. Easily they can get it. Say for example, for their presentations earlier and all, we used to bank only upon the PPTs. Microsoft PPTs. But today, if you see, there are many tools that are there to assist us, AI-based tools that are there to assist us. Then they are socially conscious. Why they are socially conscious? Can anyone tell me? What is making them to be socially conscious? I had actually told 3 points to you in the beginning. Can you relate that and tell me how and what is making them to be socially conscious? Can one or two responses can I get? Okay. So they care about the environmental and they care about the ethical issues around them. If at all an organization, they feel that something in the organization is not okay with them, they are the ones who just say that this 9 to 5 job is not suiting me anymore. Let me just go and have my own, say, a startup of venture. So that I can make many people employable like me. Then they are the ones actually who focus on this environmental, all this green banking, green marketing, and all. Today, if you see many newly known concepts for us, which is giving more and more employability. So they all are of the mindset that instead of they being employed, they should make people employable. So on that way, they are socially conscious. And then because of this, what is the outcome? They have so much of entrepreneurial spirit on them. So they have their own startups possible today, and they give online opportunities, work opportunities, all the remote work, hybrid mode work, all of them is because of the is a sort of career redefinement that is happening. Then they give priority for what? Inclusivity. They are not somewhat conservative like gone are the sons of the soil. All those are not the way. So today the career redefining is happening in a way called inclusivity, like irrespective of the gender, irrespective of the identity, they want to make people employable and they want to grow. That is the one. They don't see that as an hindrance anymore. Then they all are actually pragmatic and then realistic. Like what is possible for them, they do it on a limited span of time, on a given span of time. Why? Because after a given span of time, as I told you, they focus on 3 things: adaptability, well-being, and then individual growth. So this is giving them what? To choose multiple career paths. I told you actually a term called lily pad. What is this lily pad? Like lily pad is one which will move according to its convenience. So in the same way, an individual, if he is, instead of going on a rigid way, if he is wanting to go for a career shift, he might do that. But before doing that, what is needed? The research is very much needed. He or she, when they are doing an individual research, then they can choose multiple career paths. So in that way, they can attain financial stability as well as sustainability also. Then, they prefer self-paced learning. Of course, this we have spoken already. They are prioritizing on work-life balance, and then they want to be connected. They don't want to be isolated. That is the main reason they all are, digital natives actually. Through the social issues that anything that is there, they want to respond and they want to get connected. So these are all the characteristics of the Gen Z people. Now, our work actually as academicians, we have a greater role in shaping them up. Actually, these characteristics that which are told over here is actually an opportunity, is also a challenge. So, how do we take this in making the Gen Z more responsible? So, I'm not going too deep into it. The job success, how it was measured. So, I'm not going into it too deep into it. Yeah. Now, what is our role as an educator? I'll come to this and then I will go back to. So what is it that we want to do? We as educators and academicians, what is our role? Okay, so we will have to make them communication and then engage with them. How? In the sense, whatever the information that which we give, in fact, there are many tools that which are there to help us. There are apps that are there to help us, and then the communication that is there to help us. If at all you want to show any information to the individual, means it's not necessary that you'll have to show only by way of PPT. You can even show by way of infographics or heat maps that are there. You can use any tools according to your convenience so that the message is reaching them. So in that way, we make ourselves balanced according to the Gen Z. We are actually traveling along with them. It's not that we are going along with them or they are making us to, we are forced to go along with them. Nothing like that. Both of us go hand in hand so that success is reached, mutual success is reached. Then, the learning and development is happening. How this is happening means by way of micro learning. So if at all a person will have to learn means, you can give them hands-on experience. You have gamification way of teaching these days. And then, you can make them the projects, you can engage them with the projects. Then you can make easy modules according to their easiest way of understanding. Then, sometimes, the teaching learning happen in such a way that it is dual way. That is, you give them, especially this flipped classrooms and all, are a great boon to the redefining our career. This thing, if you want, there is no hard and fast rule that the chalk and talk method is preferred. You have the flipped classrooms that are available. You have hybrid mode of teaching that is available. Then micro teaching, self-paced teaching and learning. All these are a sort of development both for you as well as our students, the current generation students. Then you are making them, you'll have to make them adaptable to the workplace. Actually, they have their own sort of adaptation thought, but what should we do so that the adaptability that which they have is not going on a rigid phase? That adaptability should be flexible, and at the same time, it should pave way for self control and then ethical note also. Which is when what will happen is that the results oriented evaluation will take place. So if there is greater amount of flexibility that which you are going to teach them, along with ethics and along with self control, what will happen? They will automatically realize their responsibility and they will try to give their best. So for that, what is needed in the sense, the mentorship, and then you will have to keep mentoring them on the opportunities that are available for them. The adaptation shouldn't be in such a way that these students shouldn't be in such a way that it's only the mobile, it's only the app that which is for their growth, for their development. That should not be the way. That is actually not the definition of adaptability according to students. We'll have to explore them, what are all the opportunities that are available, how the teaching learning process is happening these days by way of various apps or by way of various tools, learning tools. Then by way of all these things, what will happen? The adaptation is happening. So what all they learn with you now, they will be applying it in the workplaces as well. So on that way, what will happen? The workplace adaptation happens. Then these days actually sometimes we work better than the traditional methods also. So we use efficient tools. Because of this, what is happening? There is no hindrance on the workflow at all. What we want to achieve also, it is easily getting done. And what the other, whether the organizations require or the students what they require also is happening with. And then most important thing, the mindset and the culture. Because of when we go hand in hand along with them, what is happening? The inclusion and diversity automatically happens. Of course, many of you have responded in the Mentimeter that they all want to be inclusive. They all want to be, they all want to enjoy the diversified background. Yes, because what is the benefit because of that? As an individual, we as educators or the organization which is going to recruit them, what benefit they will attain is that constructive feedback is possible. More and more feedbacks, more and more reviews, more and more actionable reviews is possible. That which will pave way for personal growth as well as the organizational growth. And if all these are there, automatically what will happen? The work-life balance and then the mindfulness will automatically happen. Then you are creating a leader. If you go hand in hand and if you are practicing all these things, we are making our students or making our future employees to have a leadership within them. So they turn out for that first, we ourselves will have to be as a coach rather than a command, and you will have to guide and mentor them. So once this guiding or mentoring process is happening, what will happen? They see us as the facilitators. They no more look at us as an academician or the teachers. We are like a coach for them, and we create a leader for them. So just now I told they have a sort of entrepreneurial spirit in them. So how can we further encourage that? We want them to, one other point also I told, they want to employ people rather than they are getting employed. So for that, what is our role? We'll have to bring them the innovation within them. We'll have to bring out the innovation within them. So for that, well-planned activities or innovation strategies should be deployed by us so that they will try to come up with. In short, what is happening when you encourage entrepreneurship on them? They get the tendency of creativity and they get the tendency of experimentation, and they are actually called as what risk takers and then the risk bearers. So this will help them to have a self-sustained career for them. Okay. So all these are the ones which we need, but it is not an easy work. So when we talk about understanding them, or we are wanting them to get adapted to Artun, or we or the Gen Z going hand in hand. We as educators and today's generation students are going hand in hand because we have a big responsibility to create leaders. It involves both challenges and also it involves opportunities. So what are all the challenges that which we face? You will have to equip them according to the rapidly evolving job market. So how you can get this done? By embracing with the technology. And you have they have so much of expectations, and along with the expectations today they are forced to lead a value based life also. So how would you insist that on the today's generation people? Through the purpose driven work. So we will have to keep assigning the roles and responsibilities with a measure of ethics in it, with a measure of ethical practices in it. Then you will have to, we are making them actually more and more technology dependent, but the technology dependent should be looked on a positive note that it is giving work for flexible and then hybrid work models. Because of this, what is happening as, a personal, all this micromanagement, all these terms will not be focused upon. They look on the enhanced career enhancement perspective. Then, this sometimes will lead to employment uncertainty or higher expectations from our side, but it lead to the experimentation on the other side of the role. What will happen? They will start experimenting and they will try to. This is where actually the adaptation comes in. So if they follow that, if they do that experimentation by themselves, they are actually inculcating the skills that they want. They get the transferable skills that they want so that they cater to the industrial requirement. And as I told you, they don't want to go for the rigid or the linear career graph is not needed for them. Again and again, I keep telling you the word, the lily pad approach is very much easy for them. So if they have all these skills or if they have the insights for growth, easily they could attain what all they want. So their opportunities are widespread. So what are there as existing as challenges? We will have to look on the opportunities perspective for the betterment of the future organization, future academicians and all. Okay. So how, when this is going to happen, the success metric will change. The future success metric will change. Before I could cover on this success metric, I give one more activity to you all to share your opinion. So just the other activity is again to give your opinion. Just a minute. Okay, I have put on the other this thing also. Please, can you all share your views? Can you all please share your views? Are you all able to reply? I haven't got any responses. Okay. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, I'll check. Just a minute. So please try this and see. Participants, please try this and see. Are you all able to see? Are you all able to see? Okay, thank you. Yeah, 20 of them have filled in. I have results from 8 of them. Okay. Okay. So many of you have told that what is career success for you at the most means all of you want continuous learning and upskilling. Uh, in fact, that is a very good initiative. That is actually one of the principle of quality management, like Kaizen. We all would have heard of the term called Kaizen. Continuous. That means continuous improvement. So that is actually, one of the very effective way for us to blend with the other generation individuals. So I'm coming back to this for the second one. One more minute I'll give. Do you all find this question? Which factor motivates you most to succeed at work? Are you all able to see? Okay. I'll just go to the one question. In what is success meant to you? In one word, can you all tell me what is success meant to you? You can even put it in the chat box. What is success mean to you? Career success. Okay. So for my question, actually, I had put on these things, work-life balance, flexibility, and all that. So for many of you have told that the skill development and learning was the first on your rank, followed by the work-life balance, and then, the financial independence. The first one was on skill development and learning. So for me, career success is one such thing. When I'll have to, uh, just now I told you Kaizen or continuous upskilling or reskilling. So that is the one. Then work-life balance. When I have that work-life balance, that is personal professional growth, then my success is attained. If I'm given flexibility, then success is attained. That is flexibility in the sense, as I told you, flexibility with responsibility into my work. Then, the impact and purpose. Someone in the chat, one ma'am has posted in the chat also, they want themselves to be recognized. What others, how the others think about them is put up over there. So what is there, how far is the importance or priority to them? What meaning do they have in others' work? So that is the one. Then networking. If I grow professionally beyond borders, we have actually platforms these days like LinkedIn and all to have a boundaryless career. So that way, if I'm able to move beyond borders or beyond boundaries, then that way I attain global networking. So the success is a metric for me. Then I want recognition and visibility. Personal branding, but this is actually seen by the new generation people in different way. Earlier, by the ways this personal branding, leadership, recognition, and all, we used to see on one note itself, with one role we used to see. But today it is seen on various notes. Then the entrepreneurial, that is, as I told you from the beginning, I had been telling, I will have to make others employable. So that if I make someone employable, that is actually, a sort of a success for me. All these, if you see, it's a blend of the qualitative as well as the quantitative one. So if you see, that is the major difference between today's people, today's generation individuals, and then the older generation. The older generation were focusing on only one, but now it is focusing on quality as well as the quantity. So I have put on what we have discussed over here. I have put it in the form of a diagrammatic way. How we can seek the help of all these so that we can reach the success metric very easily. Okay, so that is the one. Then, so I told you, as an academician, we are in the great responsibility to facilitate career readiness beyond our educational thing, beyond our jobs. So how can we make our students attain this career readiness? All of us should be knowing what is the difference between the job and the career. So job is one such thing which is something short term, but career is one such thing which is a long standing one, which gives us some sort of perpetuity. So if you see, this career and facilitation is possible if you have the embedded values, and if you make them realize the purpose. Then if you integrate technology with education, today we have AI is there, today we have digital platforms working, and then lifelong learning is possible. So by all these things, as I told you, you create a healthy balance in your work as well as the individual whom you are handling. So that is one way. And how can we adapt this? Actually, I told you as this thing, academician. So if you see, especially after the pandemic one, we educators have got a big role. I'll just place one question in front of you. What as educators we should do to do this, or at least have you come across any incidents or situation where the educators are facing the career change or career success? I implemented this and I have attained some success. Can anyone tell me that I implemented this measure? Either it could be pre-pandemic or post-pandemic, and I am able to face the success of it. Can you all tell me? Any one or two responses? You can put it on the chat box. Can I get one or two responses? high salary, job satisfaction. All these are the old responses. Work-life balance. All these are the old, the question that which I have asked, I have gotten. But now my question is that you as an educator, can you all tell me, this is the measure I applied and that has paved me some success. From the responses that which is given over here itself, I'm taking one answer: constant updating of skills and knowledge. Yes, definitely that will lead to success. But apart from that, like I have also implemented it, and I should have made others also implemented it. That only is the success for me. How can I take it? Learning, yes, ma'am. Okay, self-learning and then learning, yes. Any one more response? More practical based learning, updating knowledge. Okay. Yes. Okay. So how is this updating knowledge is attained, sir, in our academic career? Exactly, sir. By using new technology like AI and then attending seminars here. And, we do that. Yeah, research projects. Okay, we do that. And how do we involve our students into it? In our constant quest to update our knowledge, how do we make the students also do? Okay, I'll just thank you for your responses. Say, for example, I'm using a new technology or I'm attending seminar, I'm attending a project and all that. These days we have, there are some chances of the classroom methodology that has changed. Like, we have the flipped classrooms. Yeah. And then we have got actually, the hybrid mode of class. So because of that, what is happening? You make a there is one-to-one focus amongst the students, like especially there was one information that came very recently. The concept of this flipped classroom that is applied, especially in Singapore education institutions, they have made it the technology enhanced learning is also possible, and by that way, what is they are doing? They involve so much of students participation. So by involving students participation, what is happening over there? Teachers, they get a sort of the continuous learning opportunity. For them to teach to the students, they will have to be continuously updated. So their metric is actually increasing. Their quest for learning is also increasing. So as their quest increases, what is happening? The other side, who are standing on the other side of the class, they are also getting benefited because of it. So in that way, success is reaching both of them on a hand-in-hand manner, or mutual success is possible. So that is one way. And what other way you could do is that, yeah, these quiz creations, all of them are helping to what? To judge or to measure, to assess the other side of the classroom. So that way, as you create a benchmark for yourself, and you also make the others to reach to that benchmark. So that is one thing. And I actually have a thing to share with you all. So what is it? My final reflections, like this is actually to say how the performance could be attained, or the success could be attained. So I have a small questionnaire with you all. This questionnaire, you can just see to it and you can answer to it. Let us see what is your how far you have understood the Gen Z students, and how you can pave way for their growth. So this is a small questionnaire. Okay. So a series of questions are put up over here. This will be as a reflection for you all to understand more about the Gen Z, and how you are standing as a rod for their improvement, for their growth. So can you all answer? If you, instead of putting it in the chat box, if you could answer, it will be very much helpful. So which factor strongly influences how Gen Z defines career success compared to previous generation? I got few responses of it, but can one or two of you could tell me? could answer, because I'm presenting the screen, so your chat I'm not able to see. Can you all help me? What will be the right answer for this? Can I get some responses, please? Not in the chat box. You can either tell A or B or C what it is. Okay, for the first one, what will be the ideal answer? I'll just... Sorry? For the first one, what will be the ideal answer?
Ma'am, we are not able to see the question.
1 minute, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Now is it visible, ma'am? Now is it visible? Yes, ma'am. So, is it option A or B or C or D?
B, ma'am.
It's B, ma'am.
Sure. Okay. So, ma'am, 5 marks for you. Full marks for you. The right answer actually is 5 marks for this work-life balance. And then the second one is 4. That is option A will get 4 points. Point number C will get 3, and then this is 2. So first one, the very right answer is actually work-life balance and purpose-driven work. Okay, moving on to the second one. If a company focuses solely on financial metrics, what is the impact of career satisfaction? What will they do? On which of the 4 they will be focusing? We learned that they are not single metric focused people. They are actually dual metric, both quality as well as quantity. So if financial metric is one such thing which is somewhat quantity based, it talks about numbers. So in that case, what will happen to a Gen Z employee?
Ma'am, it's C, possibility C.
Okay. Any other answer? Okay, ma'am. Higher productivity without issues. Okay. Otherwise, one more response can I get?
B, ma'am.
B, ma'am. Do you mean potential disengagement and stress? Yes, actually, that's the right answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's actually the right answer, because we saw one of the quality of an employee is, they want to be adaptable. They don't stick on to the linear this thing. So the right answer will actually be potential disengagement and stress. Because of that, what will happen? They don't want to fit in under that 9 to 5 job. They will go on for entrepreneurial venture. They will go on for innovation. Whatever they want, they will start doing. Okay. The right answer is B for that. Then the third one is, which approach best aligns with fostering a sense of career success? What is the approach they should do? Assigning repetitive tasks for efficiency, or mentorship and learning, or promoting employees based on seniority, only on seniority, or limiting access to new technology. It's actually very easy, ma'am.
B, offering mentorship and continuous learning
Yes.
opportunity.
Yes, that's the answer. Yeah. Why is purpose-driven work becoming more important in career success today? I think this is also easy one to all of you. From the mentors, they actually get this. They want purpose-based work. So for that, mentoring is
B.
needed. Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. Is it option A or B or C or D?
B, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. B in the sense it improves fulfillment and motivation. Yeah, okay. Then which scenario reflects a modern redefinition of career success? For this question alone, I request the participants to see on quality as well as quantity. That is number, non-number. Accordingly, the answer will be
B again here, ma'am.
yeah, definitely B.
B, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Then how can organizations adapt to support the evolving concept of career success? What is needed? That is this one, they will have to think on the new entrants perspective, Gen Z perspective.
Encourage
ma'am,
flexible
again,
work
B,
arrangement,
ma'am.
continuous feedback and skill
Definitely,
development.
definitely, yes. Okay, then which statement illustrates the shift from extrinsic to intrinsic measure? Extrinsic is outward and intrinsic is within, individual thing. Extrinsic means
It
out
should
of
be B, ma'am.
option B. Yes, ma'am. Personal growth impact. Most important thing.
Option B, ma'am.
Yes, yes, correct, ma'am. So all of us are for option B. That is the very impact of this presentation. Actually, they want growth, impact, and then work-life balance. My entire presentation was on revolving on these three only. Yeah. The next question: a professional switches industries multiple times to explore their strength. What is your view on this? What is your view on this, participants? I had been using a term. If one of you could recollect the term and give the answer, I'll be very happy. I was using
Ma'am, is
It's
it,
indecisiveness and lack of focus.
yeah, is it C, ma'am?
3, ma'am. I told actually
B.
they how many say B, ma'am, or C? Is it B or C? They want to face success easily. For that, they won't be actually going on a old methodology.
Ma'am, it's B.
Yes, definitely it's B, ma'am. And ma'am, out of curiosity, I'm asking, can you please give me the term that which I have been using, ma'am? I have been using a term. I'll be very happy if one of the participants tells that answer. No one, ma'am. That was actually lily pad. Okay, yeah. Then yeah. Moving on, last before question. Why is continuous learning crucial? Why is it crucial?
Ma'am, it's second, 2.
Yeah,
B.
definitely. When you want to be adaptable, definitely what is needed? Learning is needed. That learning will automatically pave way for adaptability. If you are adaptable, you can shift jobs. Your reviews will be good. Then it encourages more and more collaboration. Automatically, self-sustained growth. Okay. Then the last question, ma'am. Which factor is the least important? The least one, ma'am.
C. Is it C, ma'am?
No, ma'am. It cannot be B.
Ma'am, it may be D.
Yeah, D. C or D. No, sir. Even D is also skill growth and meaningful contribution they expect. They don't want to work for hours and hours. Even for a limited time, they work also. That should be meaningful for them.
Ma'am,
So
it's C.
yes, option C is the answer for them. So next thing will be social and environmental impact of work. No, that also won't come. I'm sorry. Only the C, option C is the right one. That is the least important factor for them. They don't want to work for corner offices at all. One organization from day one to retirement is not at all fitting the new gen. Need arises, they want to shift. That's where the adaptability comes in. So I think these questioners would have given you some reflections on the points that which we covered. Hope with this I conclude my presentation part. And I have put on a case study over here. Maybe you can use this for your reflection. From the session, you can use this, a small case study I have put in. For your reflection, you can use it. I will, if the team gives me the permission, I'll just share it with them. So how the educators are changing in, this is the way. So at the end of the day, as a teacher, I will have to tell that for me, redefining career success is that I shouldn't be wanted to be tagged as a teacher alone. My role is getting shifted to the coach, facilitator, mentor, and so on. So because of this, what is happening? I make the other person who is sitting next to me or who is sitting in front of me to become self-reliant, self-reflected, and then, make them ethically take decision, and then, make them encourage critical thinking on them. So that is possible if I, as a teacher, redefine my role. So at the end of the day, this is my takeaway from the presentation. So I'll just stop with this. Oh, ma'am, 1 minute. Sorry. Are you all able to see the last slide? Yes. So me as a teacher, for me, redefining is this. Okay. Yes. So any more questions? Any more questions? I have done with my presentation. Hope this points, the last part of the questionnaire that which we did would have given you some reflection on the points that which we covered. Any other queries or remote? So my presentation is over. Okay. So shall we wind it?
Thank you, ma'am. I think there is no doubt from any audience. Today's session was very excellent, ma'am, and your explanation was very clear. I believe the session was useful for all the participants. Thank you, participants. We will meet tomorrow to discuss another one.